Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. I just wanted to make a quick video just to hopefully esteem the Father and hopefully encourage siblings. And I know that a post like this definitely encourages me, and just to think about these things and remember these things, because I think it's really, really easy, sadly, to get very discouraged and sometimes lose hope or lose belief when something doesn't happen right away. Sometimes it's easy to forget that a lot of events in the scriptures didn't happen right away. There were many times when it took several years for things to happen. So it's really easy to overlook how much time took place between events when we simply turn a page or go from one verse to the next. It's easy to not realize that many of the people in the scriptures suffered for days, weeks, months, years, or even decades before receiving deliverance or a solution or getting good things given to them. One instance would be Joseph. He didn't go from being a slave to governor of Egypt in a year or two. It took about 13 years of hardship in order for him to become second to Pharaoh. In those 13 years, he remained faithful to Yahuwah and strove to be righteous before the eyes of his Elohim. 13 years of trusting Yahuwah through the hard times, even when he didn't know what would happen next. However, Joseph could see the goodness of Yahuwah and could see Yahuwah's favor among men that Yahuwah gave him throughout those 13 years. That's just one example of many that can be found in the scriptures. I know that these are things that I need to be reminded of often, and I hope that this can help someone else. And I hope it helps us to be encouraged, and I hope we can all just encourage one another to do good. And to do good in His Word means to obey His law, the law that He gave through Moses. And to do good is to believe on Yahusha, and that's to truly believe and to try to strive to obey Him. And to obey Him, what would that look like? That would be trying to obey His law. Another good example would be David. Yahuwah didn't give him the reign. He didn't make him king or sovereign right away. He didn't do it in a day or two. He didn't do it in a few months. It took a long time. David went through a lot of trials and hardships. However, again, David saw Yahuwah's faithfulness and favor among men. David acted wisely. And that was all through Yahuwah's wisdom found in His Word and His Torah and His law. David was very wise. He had the spirit of Yahuwah, and Yahuwah was with him. Yahuwah was very faithful every step of the way. And David clung to his Elohim and trusted in Him with all his might. Through hard wars, persecution from Shaul or Saul the sovereign, the king, and other evil things that befell David, he trusted Yahuwah through it all. David endured till the end through obedience and belief. David received the reign. David became a king, pretty much, when he was 30 years old. So it didn't happen right away. It took a lot of time. These are things that encourage me, because it's easy for us in this flesh to be discouraged when we don't get the good or get the solution right away. It's easy to feel like Yahuwah doesn't hear us or forgot about us when a few months or a few years roll by without seeing any improvement or seeing a solution to our problems. So I just feel like we should strengthen ourselves in His Word. I know that I have to do this. Definitely for me. I believe I'm one of the weaker ones in the belief. And I'm definitely not a teacher. I'm definitely not a role model. So I definitely feel like I need to strengthen myself in His Word and seek Him further. Because we see a lot of beautiful examples in His Word that reminds us that these men and women from the scriptures, they didn't get the good right away. They didn't get the solution or the deliverance right away. It took a lot of time. It took a lot of belief. It took a lot of hardships. But we see that Yahuwah never forgot about them. And currently I'm trying to cling to my Elohim and trust Him through certain things I'm going through right now. And I know that a lot of people from the scriptures had it way harder than me. And I know a lot of people who are alive today who have it a lot harder than I do. I'm just trying to trust Him through it all. So some days I get really discouraged. Some days I get really depressed. But I know that He's there with us. And He definitely does heal the brokenhearted. And He's always there for us. for those of us who are in Yahuwah. So I just want us to all trust in him and obey him and seek him the best we can and just give him all the praise. Hallelujah.